You are about to spend $50,000 on a new three-row family sport utility vehicle, and the car dealer is smiling. But wait, before you sign that long-term financing paperwork, ask yourself one serious question. Are you buying the safest, most reliable people mover on the American market? Or are you walking straight into an overpriced trap with nice leather seats and a hidden repair bill waiting to ruin your year? Let us find out. Welcome to the brutal reality of the 2026 automotive market, where you are forced to choose between two heavyweights, the 2026 Toyota Grand Highlander and the completely redesigned 2026 Hyundai Palisade. Both look incredibly tempting. Both promise to fit your entire family, your dogs, and your luggage into one shiny package. But the exact moment you drive off the dealer lot, the financial clock starts ticking. The biggest risk here is not cargo space. It is choosing the wrong powertrain and losing your shirt in sheer depreciation or catastrophic repair costs. One of these vehicles is hiding an engine option that might cost you dearly in the future, and the other is banking entirely on a brand new, unproven hybrid setup that could be a nightmare out of warranty. We need to look closely at current market prices, dealer markups, typical problems, repair costs, and why the most popular version might actually be the exact one you need to avoid. Let us tear them apart. Let us start with the 2026 Toyota Grand Highlander. The main reason people desperately want this vehicle is simple. It wears a legendary Toyota badge, and it finally has a third row that actual human beings can sit in without crying. But the main reason you might seriously regret buying it, the pricing trap and the confusing, potentially risky engine lineup. New car prices start around $43,000, but top-tier trims easily push past $60,000, and that is before dealers add ridiculous markups for the desirable hybrid. Let us talk about what's under the hood, because this is exactly where the biggest hidden risk lies. You have three distinct choices. First is the standard 2.4-liter turbocharged four-cylinder, making 265 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. It uses an 8-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy hovers around 24 miles per gallon combined. If you buy this version, you're buying a heavy sport utility vehicle with a small engine that has to work very hard to move it. This means more heat, more stress, and potentially more wear on the turbocharger over time. Then, you have the 2.5-liter four-cylinder hybrid with an electronically controlled continuously variable transmission. This is the holy grail, the best version to buy. It gives you bulletproof reliability, 245 horsepower, and 34 miles per gallon combined. Getting 34 miles per gallon in a massive vehicle is a financial superpower. The dangerous trap is the Hybrid Max. This top-tier option uses a 2.4-liter turbocharged engine and electric motor and a 6-speed automatic transmission, pushing 362 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque. Treat this with extreme caution. You are paying a massive premium for speed, introducing turbochargers, batteries, and a traditional automatic into a highly stressed powertrain. To avoid expensive repairs, walk away from the Hybrid Max. Owners mostly complain about cabin noise on lower trims, a stiff ride on 20-inch wheels, and interior materials feeling cheap for a $60,000 vehicle. You'll hear recurring frustrations about the completely useless wireless charging pad, but the strongest quality they praise is the sheer interior space, offering over 5 extra inches of third-row legroom compared to the regular Highlander. But wait, if you're buying a used or certified pre-owned 2024 or 2025 model to save money, remember the stop sale reality. Toyota had a serious issue with the side curtain airbags that halted sales for months. Check the vehicle history and make sure the recall was performed, or you are putting your family at risk. This brings up our first big question. If Toyota is offering a proven, safe, somewhat boring hybrid that holds its value, why would anyone even look at the Hyundai? Well, that's where the luxury market starts whispering some very bad news for the Grand Highlander. Enter the completely redesigned 2026 Hyundai Palisade. For years, the Palisade was the ultimate value king, offering high-end features at a massive discount. For 2026, Hyundai changed everything with a ground-up redesign. The main reason buyers are tempted is the sheer level of Genesis-like luxury you get for the price. The main reason to hesitate: Korean powertrain reliability over the long term and the brutal depreciation hit. The Palisade starts around $41,000 and climbs over $56,000 for the fully loaded calligraphy trim. Hyundai replaced the old 3.8-liter engine with a new 3.5-liter V6, making 287 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque, paired with an 8-speed automatic. This naturally aspirated V6 is actually the safest choice if you plan to own the car long after the 10-year warranty expires. It is a simpler design. No turbochargers to fail, no complex hybrid batteries to replace, just gas, air, and smooth power. But here is where things get extremely complicated and risky. Hyundai introduced a brand new 2.5-liter turbocharged hybrid powertrain for 2026, making a combined 329 horsepower and paired with a 6-speed automatic transmission. Hyundai claims it will get up to 34 miles per gallon. This is the biggest reliability concern on the lot. A brand new first-year turbocharged hybrid powertrain from Hyundai is a massive unknown. If you're buying the hybrid Palisade, you're taking a huge financial risk on unproven technology. This is the exact version to treat with extreme caution unless you plan to lease it and give it back in 3 years. What do owners love? The Palisade feels like a true luxury car. The new dual 12.3-inch digital displays, the relaxation seating, and the overall ride comfort make the Toyota feel like a cheap rental car in comparison. The sound insulation is fantastic, keeping highway noise out. Previous Palisade complaints centered around excessive wind noise, frustrating dealership service, and suspension clunks. With the 2026 model, the biggest complaint will likely be the V6 fuel economy hovering around 19 miles per gallon city and 24 highway. That hurts your wallet weekly. Owners also complain about overly aggressive lane keeping assist bouncing the car like a ping pong ball. Also, we need to talk about depreciation. Hyundai's drop in value significantly faster than Toyota's. If you buy a brand new, fully loaded Palisade calligraphy, you'll take a massive financial hit in the first 3 years. That makes a slightly used or certified pre-owned Palisade a much smarter financial decision, assuming you stick to the proven V6. So, we have the boring but proven Toyota hybrid and the luxurious but potentially risky Hyundai. Which one actually makes sense when you put them head-to-head? Now, let us put these two head-to-head and see which one survives the harsh financial reality check of the United States market. The Hyundai Palisade is cheaper to buy new, especially comparing top-tier trims. You get significantly more modern technology, like the digital gauge cluster, head-up display, and excellent semi-autonomous driver assistance systems for less money. You also get superior interior materials. But the Toyota Grand Highlander holds its resale value like gold. The depreciation on the Toyota is minimal. This means the biggest hidden cost of the Hyundai Palisade is not the repair bills. It is the massive amount of money you lose when you try to trade it in 5 years later. A cheaper purchase price does not always mean a cheaper ownership experience. If you were looking at maintenance costs and typical problems, Toyota easily wins. A certified pre-owned Grand Highlander with the 2.5-liter hybrid continuously variable transmission is virtually bulletproof. The Palisade's new turbocharged hybrid powertrain has a massive question mark. If its hybrid battery or turbocharger fails out of warranty, repairs cost thousands. Insurance for the Palisade also costs slightly more, largely due to replacement costs for that massive curved screen. Let us talk about transmission reliability. The 8-speed automatic in the Palisade V6 is generally smooth, but the Toyota's electronic continuously variable transmission in the hybrid is arguably the most robust and reliable transmission design on the market today. It doesn't have traditional gears to slip or clutch packs to burn out. It just works. Before buying either of these vehicles, you need a strict pre-purchase inspection. For the Grand Highlander, check the interior trim for annoying rattles. Test the infotainment system for freezing, and absolutely ensure the airbag recall was completed if you were buying a used 2024 model. Check the hybrid battery cooling fan filter under the rear seats. If it's clogged with dog hair, the battery will overheat and fail. For the Palisade, check the 8-speed transmission for any harsh shifting from first to second gear when cold. If you are brave enough to buy the new Palisade Hybrid, demand a full diagnostic scan of the electrical system and the hybrid drivetrain. Look closely for uneven panel gaps and check the condition of the tires, as these heavy sport utility vehicles eat through rubber quickly, and replacing 20-inch tires will easily cost you over $1,000. So, is the hybrid really the smart choice? In the Toyota, absolutely yes. The fuel savings over 5 years will easily pay for the higher purchase price. In the Hyundai, the non-hybrid V6 is the safer, smarter choice. The fuel economy is worse, but the peace of mind is worth every penny. If you are looking at the certified pre-owned market, the Palisade becomes a fantastic deal because someone else took the initial depreciation hit, and Hyundai gives you a massive 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. But if you are buying brand new and want to keep the car for 15 years, the Toyota is the only logical answer. And if you like videos that help you avoid turning a great used car deal into a painful monthly donation to your local repair shop, subscribe and check out the second channel too. Here is the final verdict. If you want the absolute best buy in 2026, you buy the Toyota Grand Highlander XLE or Limited with the 2.5-liter naturally aspirated hybrid. It is boring, the interior is not as nice, but it will survive the apocalypse, give you fantastic fuel economy, and hold its value. Avoid the Grand Highlander Hybrid Max. It is an overpriced complexity trap. If you care more about luxury comfort and advanced technology, and you plan to sell the car before the warranty expires, buy the Hyundai Palisade with the 3.5-liter V6. It makes the Toyota feel cheap inside. But avoid the new Palisade turbocharged hybrid until Hyundai actually proves it can build a reliable one. Would you risk the massive depreciation and unproven technology for the Genesis-like luxury of the Palisade? Or would you take the boring, reliable Toyota hybrid that might actually survive to see 300,000 miles? Let me know in the comments below.